This recording.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
We the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of what we know to be America, to let our people know, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, that you are God's chosen people, all right? So with that, we want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kadash.
Double honors to the elders at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect, all right? So, you want?
All right, I'm gonna start with this.
All right, this is Luke chapter 21, verse 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by.
So, the Lord telling us, you know, when we hear of wars, all right, be not worried, man, because ultimately all these things that's going to happen have to happen for the kingdom of heaven to be established. All right, so us as men of the Lord, like the Lord said, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times. So we as men of the Lord, when we see all these things happening, okay, war, famine, pestilence, okay, destruction and death coming upon this place, all right, we are not to be worried, man. We're supposed to be put our faith into our power, Yahweh, Yahushua, and stand stable and strong, man, in them days, man. All right.
What was you saying about
You said
Nate? You said Matthew what?
You said what?
What you saying about Nate?
Oh yeah, like you know, over there at IUIC, you know, them brothers don't really preach, you know, violence. They don't preach Jacob's trouble. They don't preach the destruction. They don't preach all the basically the martial law and all the terrors, like the scripture just said, the commotions and the terrors. They don't preach that in the scriptures. When Yahushua himself just said, when you hear of wars and commotions and terrors, be not afraid, because all these things must come to pass, as it is prophesied in the scriptures, you know. In the book of Daniel, it prophesies about the time of Jacob's trouble. But ye shall be saved out of it. We can get that. Let me get that real quick. This is, I'm going to start at verse 1. Daniel 12 and 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. In that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Let me see, let me go down to, let me get the point on that. But yeah, basically, you know, it's going to be a time of trouble that is going to come to it. Like I said, like the scripture says, that has never been seen before, man. We've never witnessed that time to this day. That's how we know that prophecy has not been fulfilled yet.
So like you, brother, like, listen, the time that's coming is going to be even worse than slavery, man. Mm-hmm. All right? Listen, man, you people have no idea of what's coming upon this place, man. All right? Y'all think what's going over in Venezuela is bad, man. This is going to be Venezuela, slavery, Haiti, all them third world countries, okay, times 10, man. All right? Well, listen, all hell is about to break loose, man. Okay, and this is what we're trying to warn you people, all right, that all hell is about to break loose, and we don't have a lot of time left to get right with the Heavenly Father, man. All right? We don't have, it's not a lot of time to, the doors of repentance, okay, is about to be closed, man. And then what you gonna do? You know, you can stop as much water, you can have as many guns and as much bullets. Listen, if you don't have the mark of exemption, the mark of Yahweh, why Yahweh shower on you, you're done, man. That's the only thing that's going to save you out, Salakia. That's the only thing that's going to save you out of this destruction that's coming to this place, man. It's Yahweh, Yahushua.
I think it was Ezekiel. Let me get this.
All right?
All right, this is Jeremiah 30 and 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. That's going into Daniel 12, like I just read. It says that time is coming, man. It's great and terrible, man. It's like it's a day not like it, but ye shall be saved out of it. So you got Nate over here pushing, you know how they did their march not too long ago. It's talking about stop the violence.
March and all that.
Yeah, stop the violence, stop the killing.
Hey, look, that's all that's coming to this place.
Exactly,
though,
that's
man.
all that's coming. It's killing, death, and violence. You know you doing something wrong in the truth when you got Edomites agreeing to the march and protest that you're doing. You know you're doing something wrong. You got Edomites and Moabites on the news. I love what these guys are out here doing. They're standing up for the peace and they're uniting. And yo, come on, man. You know you're doing something wrong. It says that Jacob shall be saved out of it, man. We're going to be saved out of destruction and out of hell. Like the scriptures say, you shall be scarcely saved, man. How you going to be scarcely saved if you're going to be living in a time of peace when you chilling on your couch, right? And then Yahweh Shai just come out the sky and steal your elect.
What's that?
Where's the huh? Okay, where's all the commotion? Where's all the terrors and the wars that Yahweh Shai himself preached had to come to pass before the end came, man? So that's how you know these guys are not going according to the scripture. They gotta preach these things so they can keep their 501c3, so they can keep getting that check, man, and keep their church running. And it's manifesting itself, man. It's like the brother was saying, you can have all the guns, you can have all the store all the food, you can do all these things to prepare for these times coming, and you ain't never gonna be prepared enough, man. Cause all that food and all them goods that you stockpiling, man, the Lord to kill your ass or kick you somewhere else and give it to the elect, man.
Hey, go ahead, bro.
Good. All that food to feed the elect, man. Cause what we did, we decided to have faith in our power, man, and run by faith.
Hey, brother, but you absolutely right though, because little do they know that's who that food for.
Exactly.
Man.
You doing all that stockpiling? You got 30 cases of water.
That's for the Lord's men, man.
Exactly. So the Lord,
man.
technically, the Lord used your heart, man, to stockpile all that food so that you can give it to the elect in that time.
Because what he say? He said you shall starve, but my men shall eat, man.
You know in Psalms, what's that? Psalms 33. No, Psalm 33, actually.
No, I'll pull it.
33, yeah.
Isaiah 2.
Yeah, you can go to Isaiah.
Bring it up.
Hold on.
You said Psalms what?
So try Psalms 33.
I think it's 336.
It's like, it's like 33 though. I got it right
Other way of the Lord.
Yeah, I'll bring this out while y'all going into that. It's Isaiah 65 and 13. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh thy power, behold, my servant shall eat, but you shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. And behold, my servant shall rejoice, but you shall be ashamed. And matter of fact, go into 14. It says, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but you shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. And that's what these brothers are going into right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these people are preparing for water, stockpiling all this food, different things of that nature. See, when this trouble starts, you can be stockpiling all the situation and then not even be able to get to it. But the minute the Lord will be scrambling and handling.
Like, calm, brother, because the Lord says, stack your riches in heaven, brother. You paraphrasing, man. Mm-hmm. So he said where they doeth not corrupt, man, and robbers and thieves can't break in to get it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
So like he was saying, what was that you just brought out?
Isaiah 65 and 13, which says, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh thy power, behold, my servant shall eat, but you shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. And behold, my servant shall rejoice, but you shall be ashamed.
Yeah, so we're gonna be eating and we're gonna be drinking and we're gonna be rejoicing in that day, man.
God.
All right, we're gonna while y'all starving, okay, committing cannibalism, all right, okay, drinking blood for water, all right, robbing and killing y'all neighbor. We're gonna be rejoicing in that day, man. Y'all gonna be crying and weeping and gnashing their teeth. We're gonna be laughing and celebrating, man. And y'all really gonna look at us like we crazy then. They looking at us like we crazy now. They really gonna be like,
why they so happy?
They bugged out. You know what I mean?
Right.
But we're gonna be happy because we know ultimately, man, the Lord judgment is coming upon this place, man.
I'm ready, sorry, y'all.
Go ahead.
No, this is Psalms chapter 58 and verse. It says, "The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked."
Yeah, man. So we're gonna rejoice, man. We're gonna wash our feet in the blood of the wicked, man. All right, we're gonna be in the state of
Joy.
Joy.
Read 11.
And euphoria, man. We're gonna actually celebrate when the Lord, destroy you 2/3, man, and you heathens, man. When y'all have to go through the coming pestilence and the famine, man.
The reason why we're gonna be so happy is because we've been laboring and we've been patiently waiting and having faith for these things to come to pass. It's finally gonna come. What you think? We're not gonna rejoice over that?
And not just that, but the Lord gonna have us rejoice, and because it's gonna be the biggest "I told you so" moment ever, man.
Oh man. Hey,
the Lord is gonna have us rejoice because it's gonna be a moment of "I told you so," and now look at you, man.
Yo, that's one of the best feelings, though, man.
Yeah,
that's
even
just
in the
right
world.
What it say? Those who laugh the hardest, man.
Well, this is my John right here, Isaiah 65:14. "Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but you shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit." Same thing.
Those people in that day, that vexation of spirit will come upon them. The Lord, I wouldn't be surprised if the Lord put the spirit on some of these, a lot of these people, man, to remember a specific time and place where they mocked one of the prophets, man. And they gonna have that pure vexation of spirit, like,
damn,
I'm fucked up, yo. They was really sincere, trying to give me the truth, trying to give me life, and I rejected it.
Listen, or he might have one of the prophets come across one of them scoffers while they laying there with they goddamn with they brains hanging out, man. But they still alive though. They about to check. But you see that brother that you scoff, and you look up at him, your brains hanging out, and he basically smiling, laughing at you, like, look at this dude, man. Know what I mean? Like the Muslim boy that wanted to fight me.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Yeah, man, I hope the Lord get at him, man. Unless he repent, man.
Right. He an agent though, I think.
Yeah, I think he an agent too.
By the way he moved. You know
The
Muslim boy.
Yo, he walking past on his phone. He keep you recording.
He walking past on his phone, like, mind you,
He
he'll walk past this way. His phone's in his right hand, on his right ear. Then he'll walk back. The phone's on his left hand, his left ear. He'll walk back 4, 5, 6 times, man.
And then
Walking real slow though. Yeah, you don't be on the phone, man. You're an agent, man. That's what I personally do.
But ultimately,
Every week though.
Niggas like that, Lord willing, man, the Lord give us the satisfaction of running into them while they being judged, man.
Yep.
So we can laugh at them, man.
That's a precept.
I knew you was gonna say that, and please get that.
What is that? That's in Psalms.
What?
It says David was like roughly paraphrasing. I'm gonna say it like that, where it's like basically it's like a reward to see the enemies going suffering.
Oh yeah.
Unless you see it.
Yeah.
No, y'all, you don't know which one it is.
No, I can find it though.
Let me see.
No, she
I got this right here. This is Matthew 16:28. It says, "Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man come in his kingdom." Because they might be like, y'all talking about nukes, y'all talking about all this destruction is coming where we all gotta die anyway. That's what niggas, that's what they be saying. We all gotta die anyway.
Or they say, oh, what's gonna happen to you?
Yeah, what's gonna happen to you? You gonna die with us.
Yeah, you here. Listen, you couldn't be more wronger, man. You know what I mean? Lord willing, we among that number, man. And the Lord see fit, to deliver us out of that, man. Listen, the Lord, the nukes ahead, he'll beam us up. And when we get to the chariot, like your clothes will be steaming. You know what I mean? Like,
I got appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's Isaiah 26 and 20. It says, "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed." That's what the brother going into
man.
right now.
So he said, the Lord said, hide thyself for a little moment till the trouble be overpassed, man. And what's that little moment, man? That's because the Lord said, can you grab what said America going to be destroyed in 1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour. So America is going to be, it said hide yourself for a moment, because ultimately America is going to be destroyed in 60 seconds, man. Salakia, 60 minutes.
But see, that's what
an hour, man.
It was going into those chambers of the chariot.
Yeah.
It said beam up in the chariot. That's what it was going into.
So it said hide thyself only but for a moment, man. Because it's not going to take a long time to bring this place down. Go ahead.
Let me see. This might not be exactly what you're looking for, but this is Revelations 18 and 17. It says, "For in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, as many as trade of sea, stand far off." It says, "And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city?" It says, I'm gonna keep going. It says, "And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich and all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate."
Ooh, shit. Now it's talking.
That's America.
So
everybody looking at it. That's definitely America, bro.
So the Lord is going to destroy America in 1 hour, man, and all the nations, all right, they're going to be sorrowful because America, they're not going to be able to make that old American dollar no more, man. All right, America, because a lot of these countries, like I said, these countries has drunk the wine of America, roughly paraphrasing. All right. So them countries, because America is not a producing country.
Right.
America is a consuming country. So when America is destroyed, man, the merchants, okay, all right, and ultimately, man, when you think about it, the reason why America is so much of a consuming country is because Jake here, man.
Right.
Jake buy everything up, man. Jake spent money on everything, man.
Jake could get paid, and then the next day, all the money they got recirculated into the system.
Yeah, cause Jake like to split. Like, remember when they was saying that the merchants would come to the gates of
into Jerusalem, Nehemiah,
on the Sabbath and sell their goods.
And they know Jake was buying everything.
Jake be buying stuff. They had to close the gates. Jake still buying stuff through the gates.
Yeah.
So Jake is the number one consumer keeping this place alive, man.
Because Esau don't really buy much of nothing, man.
Yeah, Esau
go down to the former mill. Esau have $1 million, make $1 million a year, but shop at Gap.
Look, and Jake be getting a $700 check and be buying Gucci,
right.
Louis Vuitton. Know what I mean? Look, I was just coming up here. They celebrate their little prime thing. Jake got Porsches. They just rented Porsches, Rolls Royces.
Lambo.
Yeah.
They got the red, cause they mind you, coming out, as soon as you open your door, you on the street. You got the red carpet coming up the door.
All that.
You got the fucking gold, the backdrop with the camels and shit.
But you know what? That's ultimately Jake's spirit though.
Yeah, kind.
But that just goes to show you that Jake is the number one consumer here that keep this place afloat, man. So these merchants is gonna cry their eyeballs out once they see this place ablaze, man. In 1 hour, man. Yo, did y'all see that song where they said the Russians they said the niggas is sleeping?
Oh yeah, come on.
They said we can listen. They said we can nuke this joint for 3 rubles. Damn. Like they said, we can get it done for 3 rubles. Now, man, I guess that's Russian money. Now,
Right. What's a ruble though?
That's what they were saying. They were like, yo, we could get it done. We could get it done for 3 rubles.
Damn, that's already in talks already.
Know what I'm saying?
Yo, I know the.
Oh shit.
Wow.
6 cents.
They said we could get it done for 3 rubles.
Yo, that's just scriptural on how that's just hatred towards Babylon the Great. That's just
They'll do that shit for free.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Basically, what it boils down to, the heathen, the other, Putin is upset that America is hogging all the jakes. That's what it boils down to. Everybody wants jakes. Like back in the day, we was getting transported all over to every nation. Everybody was buying us up. Now all of a sudden, America got all the jakes. Everybody want their hands on some jakes.
Right.
They get their labor up.
Yeah.
Get niggas buying shit over there. Just
Have
buying
those
shit.
bring some spice and flavor to
Right.
their land,
Yeah.
to their culture.
Matter of fact, when I was
Entertainment. You know what I mean?
when I was playing overseas football or whatever, what do they gotta do to make their team better? They gotta import jakes in order to
From America.
bro. Shit.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's real.
They got old ass Iverson. They
Yeah.
go over there and play
Yeah.
turkey. Everybody want jakes.
Yeah, absolutely.
They use
salt
Jake
for everything, bro. They use
what's
Jake
that
for
say-
entertainment.
What's that one that say we the salt of the earth? If the salt loses flavor?
Yeah, kind. You know, you can't get rid of Jake, man.
No, don't put her, bitch. We'll take her right upstairs and put her. Yeah, I'm gonna put her where her.
Alright, let me see.
Put her on the
Sun and moon.
I got one.
Go ahead.
This is Amos chapter 5. And 18, it says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand upon the wall and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very darkness and no brightness in it?
So like the brother said, man, the day of the Lord is dark. Listen, you're not going to be able to go nowhere without seeing destruction, man.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Listen, that's why I was saying, man, all hell gonna break loose, man. A lot of people are gonna die, man.
Yo, it reminded me of a movie. I'm trying to remember what movie it was, but it was a movie that basically portrayed that scripture to its finest. It's like from one trial, one temptation to another, literally. It's probably Bushwick.
Yeah.
It's probably Bushwick.
Everywhere they went,
Everywhere you go, it's a trial, it's a test, it's destruction, it's death.
Yeah.
It's like Fifth Wave. I don't know if y'all seen that.
Fifth Wave, that sound familiar.
Yeah.
It was some movie that I can't
I'm
remember.
thinking Bushwick.
But it's
Because
probably
that
Bushwick.
gonna start it off.
Yeah.
With, boy went up the subway.
Susie went up the-
They
came back
couldn't
down.
make up. Listen, they couldn't go a half a block without.
Yeah, shot
Or
it.
people,
snipers on the
roof, you know what I mean? So, listen, that's how it's gonna be, man. Y'all, listen, you people have no clue what's coming,
That's what
man.
I was saying today. These niggas, y'all don't have no idea what's
Y'all
coming.
gonna get like the, but they say the Lord gonna come like a thief in the night, man. Listen, it's gonna be so overwhelming, right? That, like I said, you're gonna run in your house and be met with potential death.
That's why we instructed to not go back home.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They be waiting for you.
So it's not going to be a safe haven. Listen, this is Yahweh Shah is the only safe haven, man. All right,
That's why Scripture said we're gonna be as
pilgrims.
pilgrims in that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be constantly on the move, man. But even still with that, if you got Yahweh Shah, man, you're gonna be good, man, because he's gonna direct your steps.
But at the same time, right? It's not gonna be like a cakewalk.
Yeah, no, hell no.
So I see. It was one scripture I can't think of it off top. where it says that right now what we're going through right now is basically building up our experience so that when Jacob's trouble comes, we can basically be sound minded because right now I know brothers will be going through something and we'll pray Yahweh, he doesn't deliver us instantaneously. Right. He'll like have us ride it out and see how they're gonna react to it, and then eventually whenever he ready to deliver us, he bring us out of it if it's his will. Right. And that's how it is in Jacob's trouble. When Jacob's trouble come along, we might not get delivered whatever we're going through immediately, but eventually he might have it so where he delivers you out of whatever situation. But the only way you're going to know how to prepare for that is if you got this experience. I think that's your Tazakah. Shalom, Mak.
Shalom, Mak.
I got this for you.
The only way you're going to have that experience is if you're doing this work. Like right now, we come into the highways and the hedges, and right now you would probably think to yourself like, damn, I'm a man of the Lord, but I'm catching all this hell. But little do you know, when you're a man of the Lord, that's when you catch the most hell. Mm-hmm. But you only going to get that experience if you want a line, because that's when you come on a line, you cross that line, that's where the big demons are coming at you. You playing for the big leagues now. Yeah. Because now you really basically you stepping on Satan's toes. So now he's sending everything at you now. You ain't just like a regular nigga on the street where you're going to catch a low hell. He's sending everything at you. And like I said, all this is just experience for Jacob's trouble. And also another thing you got to really learn how to do is leave it into the hands of Yahweh. That's like something that people say, but you got to really learn how to do it. Let Yahweh deliver you instead of yourself.
Yeah, God.
That's something that's easier said than done. That's something you got to learn how to do.
Yeah, God. I had to put that up in a little thing. I got a precept. This is Proverbs 3, 25 and 26. It says, "Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. For the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken."
Mm-hmm. And that's basically, that's ultimate. That's just giving your faith into Yahweh, man. Why Yahushua? Like you said, the brother said, it's easier said than done. Because you know how you go into a situation, a lot of brothers in the truth, I'm not going to say the truth, man, just men, period, man, always feel like they got to do something on their own. You know what I'm saying? Right. You always feel like when they come into some kind of adversity or some kind of trouble, they feel like they got to be the ones that get themselves out of it. So when you come into this thing, you got to put that pride, you got to kill that pride.
Yo, man. You know what though? I'm going to say this because I think I'm guilty of that. Right,
I am too.
Because it's not really so. It's not really so that I don't trust Yahweh Shah. It's just that I'm so used. It's like I'm so used to
handling shit.
Handling it. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know what? Trusting Yahweh Shah is like basically like a trust fall.
Yeah, I was about to
say that. You
understand
what I'm saying? You gotta just let go and let it be, man, and just know that Yahweh Shah gonna catch you. Right. Because it's like that trust fall, like somebody standing behind you. They be like, all right, just go and fall back and trust that they gonna catch you. But it's like we as carnal men. It's like we like this, looking behind us. You know what I mean? But like you say, man, like McQuad said, you gotta you gotta learn that, man. Right, you kind of gotta let that. Listen,
like faith isn't something that just comes overnight.
Listen, I had Yahweh deliver me in so many things, and I get mad at myself because I'm like, he done delivered me out of so many things. Right. My faith should be there. You know what I'm saying? I had to I gotta check myself. Hey man, you can't beat me like Yahweh deal. Like I got a testimony. This was before I came into the truth, right? I had got booked. I was down West Philly doing wickedness, being a nigga. Know what I mean? And I got locked up, right? So I had just came home. So I was like, yo, you know what I mean? Cause they found drugs on me, right? So I was saying, I'm like, damn, I just came home. So now they take me, they lock me up, and I'm in the cell, and I'm gonna have to do like 22 months. You know what I mean? like that, like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Because that was my back time. So I was kind of messed up, right? And I called on the Lord. I said, I wasn't in the truth at this time, but I called on the Lord, and I said, God, come and get me out this cell right now. I can't do no 22 months. I said, come get me out right now. And I just left it alone, right? I just said it and I just dismissed it. Literally, like 2 minutes after I said it, the cop come like, yo, how much money you had on you? I'm like, I had like 180 on me. He was like, yo, a cop gonna come back here and give you your money and let you go. I'm like, I thought he was lying. I'm like, yo, I thought maybe he heard me because I said it out loud. I was like, I said it to the Lord, but I was talking like out loud.
Right.
Know what I mean?
Trying to be funny.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought that he was,
know what I mean?
Know what I mean? I thought he heard me over talking and was like, messing with me. So he's like, yo, how much you have on you? I'm like 180. Edomite too. So I'm like, he's like, a cop gonna come back, give you your money and let you go. So he left. So I'm in the cell now and I'm like, man, he cheated. I'm like, yo, see, they playing too much. Know what I mean? Yo, literally, I say about 5 minutes went past and then I was like, he BS me. Know what I mean? 10 minutes go past, a cop came like, gave me my money. Opened up the joint like, yo, here go your belt, your shoestrings, the exit that way, go straight. I'm like, yo, as Yahweh liveth, man, I ain't lying to y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? I walk straight out the doors, man. I ain't asked no questions. Look, I come back on the block, right? And I'm gonna tell you, I was really being a nigga, man, because at the time when I did it, man, I forgot all about me asking the Lord to come get me.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I'm that bull.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, they can't hold a real nigga down. Know what I mean? I'm being straight wicked, cold nigga. Know what I mean? And then you know what happened? You know what happened though? Then I walk back to the block, right? And then everybody looking like, damn, yo, how the hell you get it? I'm like, yo, yeah, I'm talking about, yeah, I'm like, pop, this, that, and third. I'm being a cold nigga, man, right? And then later on that night, man, I'm sitting in my car, right? And then it dawned on me. Like something came in my head, like, yo, you forgot you asked the Lord to get you. You know what I'm saying? Real rap, like it was just like that. And I had this moment where I was just like ashamed and I was like humble. Like, damn, you came out, you totally forgot that you asked the Lord to come get you out and he delivered you and you was being arrogant and being a nigga, you know what I'm saying? But yo, for real, and that's my testimony, man. Like, and I was being wicked and the Lord delivered me, man.
That's ultimate as a Lord.
So you know you doing the Lord's work, man, and you trying to be a righteous man and follow the Lord's statutes and commandments. The Lord, man, he going, like he said, whoever trusted in the Lord was forsaken or let down, man.
There's no man that ever put their trust in the Lord.
Yeah,
He
man.
he was like, paraphrasing, like, who am I? Has anyone ever trusted in me? And I let them down?
Yeah,
Come on, man. Stop playing.
stop
Put some respect on my name.
Yeah, man. So, man, you know, like with that, man, it's like, you know, like I give all praise to Yahweh Shah, because like I said, I was being a nigga, man. I was doing wickedness, man. The Lord could have very, very well made, but I think that, but you know what though? I think when I asked, I had all confidence. When I asked the Lord to come get me, I had all confidence that he would do it.
That's pleasing to the Lord right there.
You know what I mean? That's the only thing I can say. The reason, you know what I mean? Like I knew that could nobody get me out of that but the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And I had all confidence that, like I said, I said it and I said it and I forget it. Like I ain't go begging. I asked the Lord and I just let it be. And the Lord delivered me. And I like literally, like when I think about it, when I think back to it, like my confidence was like almost like for sure. I know the Lord could get me.
Right.
and he delivered me, man.
They got precept for that. Go ahead.
It's 2 Ezra 9:7. It says, "And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by his faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land within my borders. For I have sanctified them from the beginning." But the reason why I brought that out was because he said he was delivered, and basically Yahweh, he got people set up that he had them set up since the beginning to do a specific thing. And for all we know, he could have went to jail for those 2 years. He could have got killed in jail. And Yahweh was like, nah, we can't have him die. I got him set up to come out on the line and do this work for me. So, and Yahweh, I think one of the brothers just said it's a plan, whatever. Yeah. Yahweh got people set up to do specific things at specific times, and nobody can mess that up or take them out of his hand. Because when he set you up to do something, you gotta do it. Ain't no way around it.
Ain't no way around it, man. You can't, like I said, man. 10 years from now, if you would have asked me if I be doing what I'm doing, I would have absolutely, hands down, told you no, man. I couldn't even see it, not even in a million years, man.
Yeah.
So, you know,
7 years ago, I'd have been like, do what? Go where? 15 Chestnut.
Telling people what?
Yeah,
on camera? You going to slavery? Like,
yeah,
whoa, I got white friends. Real talk, man. Real talk, bro.
Yeah, this is Romans 9, 15 to 16. It says, "For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but the Most High that showeth mercy."
It's crazy.
And that's the power right there, man, because the Most High, man, like he said, man, it's up to the Lord or who he gonna show mercy on, man. Like the Lord, like rightfully, man, I deserve to be dead, man. All right, I deserve death, man. You know, because I was being wicked, you know, and the Lord have demonstrated that in my life, man. Like, you know, I've been in some things to where as though I should be going right now, man. But the Lord has, like the McQuarrie said, man, like the brother McQuarrie said, the Lord had preserved me to do his work, man. And you know, he had mercy on me, man. Listen, us knowing this truth, man, is mercy.
Yeah.
Just waking up,
man. Man.
I think just waking up in the spirit every single day,
man. Us
you know, there's a lot of brothers. There's a lot of brothers that was in this thing for multiple years and that fell out. You know, imagine. Yeah, you got brothers out here. You got brothers out here.
Aquaponics.
Yeah, getting into aquaponics. You got brothers that were strong in the truth now. You know, living rich, getting lineups, being wicked. You know.
They're talking about the one brother from ATL.
Yeah, man,
living his best life.
It's crazy. He was so talented. Like the Most High gave him a voice for real.
But you know what though? But I'm gonna tell you what that says, man. That goes to show you that
this spot ain't never secure.
Not really. I ain't gonna say your spot not ever secure, but whatever you think, even if your brother is super talented, man, that don't mean that Yahweh has chosen him, man.
Right. Yeah.
You could be very well spoken. Cause me personally, man, I don't consider myself that very well spoken. You know, I don't have a vast vocabulary, wordplay. Right. You know, I stumble over my words. You know, I'm not really the most articulate person. I would like to be more articulate, but you know, I'm not. But I know that I got that passion to do the Lord's work, man. And me personally, I really can't see. It's like the times that we in now. Why wouldn't you want to do the Lord's work, man? Why wouldn't you want to be counted among the Lord's men? Why wouldn't you want to be a hopeful elect? You know, it's nothing out here, man. Go ahead, you got
yeah. It's Proverbs 16 and 18.
On your phone.
Pride goes before destruction, and the Holy Spirit before a fall.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm doing it now.
Say that again, brother.
Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goes before destruction, and the Holy Spirit before a fall.
But you want to break that down?
Yeah, and the brother that was in Atlanta, he was real prideful. Yeah. There's a lot of people you could tell when they get that pride on, you know that fall's coming next.
Yeah.
Okay, like a brother come to you and tell you like, yo, bro, I need through the Spirit, I feel like you should change this, that, and the third. And then the brother like, man, you can't tell me nothing. I've been in the truth longer than you, or who do you think you are talking to me? That's pride right there. I remember this was like maybe 6 months back. I was out there preaching. I was by myself, and the brother Samat told me like, yo, bro, you was out there drawing. Now at the time, I think he was in the camp for like maybe a month, and then he told me that. I didn't take it like, yo, man, who the hell you think you are? I've been in the truth way longer than you. How you going to just tell me I'm going off? I was like, no, I was like, you right, bro. I got chill. You right. You 100% right on that. But that pride, Yahweh is going to send you somebody before you go off to let you know, like, yo, you drawing right now. Yeah. And if you take that pride route, like, man, you can't tell me nothing, nigga. Who the fuck you think you is? I know this, that, and the third.
I remember that day specifically because I remember that was the day he was about to fight the one chick. And I was like,
Joey's like, you nigga bitch?
Yeah,
bro,
nigga bitch.
I was hot, bro. She spit her.
I was like, nah, you handled that situation all wrong. You know, through the Spirit, I tell him like, yo, you handled that situation all wrong, brother. And you know, he was humble and he took heed to the words, cause I wasn't trying to lead the brother astray. You know, I was like, yo, brother, you kind of handled the situation, you know, out of the Spirit. It was more carnal, and the brother, you know, took heed to it, understood it, and you know, ran with it. You know, and that's just. But like you said, that's the kind of humility that you have to show in the truth. I don't care if you've been in the truth 15 years and the brother came in 2 years ago. At the end of the day, you're in no position to. Everyone's in the position, whether even the apostles, man, are still in a position to learn and grow. The apostles said to themselves, yo, at the end of the day, you come into this thing and expect to grow, expect to have growth.
Yeah, man, you can learn something from a little kid. Man.
Exactly. The Lord is sending, like I said, the Lord is sending the most humble person to you, like a little kid. Like it happened to us a camp a while back, man. I remember we was teaching this one guy the name of the Lord. No lie, y'all remember this? We was teaching this one guy the name of the Lord. And a little kid out of nowhere came out of nowhere, had to been like 8, 9.
Yeah,
he said, he stopped and said, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Shalom, and it ran off.
Yo, that was crazy. That was crazy. Doran trying to teach a brother the name.
You can't. We told about you can't. If the brother didn't get it after that point, then he's just not meant for him.
Yo, that was.
It's no way. It's no way
he can happen. Nowhere. Too.
I got something, brothers. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 18:3. Who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all the things obey his will, for he is the king of all, by the power dividing holy things among them from profane, to whom have he giveth power to declare his works, and who shall find out his noble acts. You want to break it down this part? You want me to read it over?
Yeah, kind of. I thought you were gonna
All right. Let's say this is. I'm gonna bring it out again. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 18, verse 3. Who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will. For he is the king of all, by his power dividing holy things among them from profane.
And that's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua. When he put the Spirit out on the brothers, he by doing that, he's giving us basically the knowledge of knowing right from wrong. And naturally, you want to separate the profane from the holy. You want to try to stay away from nigga stuff, like eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, smoking, looking at other men's wives, things like that. Christmas, Thanksgiving, weird stuff like that. Like all these paganistic stuff that you shouldn't even be getting involved in. There's more?
It says, to whom have he given power to declare his works?
And that's going to be the men of the Lord. He's giving us the power to declare his works. We're coming out here to tell everybody what's going to be going down. All the destruction is going to be coming. Because Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, they set up men to do this work. So basically can't no nigga say, man, I never knew. Nobody ever told me this was coming. If I would have known, I would have changed.
You know what's the biggest thing that's in the world? Only God can judge me.
Yeah, that's what niggas say.
You know, but that's what the Lord set us up to
Shalom.
do. The Lord set us up to judge you, especially you Israelites, man. The Lord set us up to judge you and let you know all the wrong and wickedness that you're doing. And if you want life, you better come out of that wickedness, man, and repent. That's what the Lord set us up. They think that, you see, the people don't understand what the word judge really means or what it means. You know, judge is double fold. I can give you a judgment and let you know, like, look, this is the judgment that come upon you if you continue on the path that you are on. And I can give you a righteous judgment, you know what I'm saying? Like, judgment is double fold.
Shalom,
Shalom.
Shalom to all the Akim on the comment board.
Yeah, shalom. This is 1 Corinthians 16 and 34. It says, oh, give thanks unto Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. And that mercy is extended through all the lives of the elect. Okay, because we don't know if anybody in this room right now is the elect, but at the same time, we all were asleep and doing wickedness. Okay.
That's right. Ephesians 4:22.
We all were asleep and doing wickedness. And he had mercy to wake us up. His mercy woken us up to have a chance to come back to get right.
Come, man, come.
That's that grace, man. That's the grace for you right there. For all you wacky tacky Christians that want to say we under grace. That grace is a period of time to get your shit right.
To get it together, man.
Niggas think it's a get out of jail free card.
Yeah. Or we can do anything we
Do
want.
as thou wilt.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shah gave no man license to sin, man.
That's like you got a car, man, and you can't pay your car note. They give you a grace period, man.
Exactly.
They don't mean you can keep the car.
Right.
You know what I mean? Jake like, oh, I got a grace period, I don't gotta pay my bill. No, they just giving you a time to get right, so you can come with the payment.
Exactly.
All right, that don't mean you can keep the car. You don't have to make your payment, man. And it's ultimately the same thing with this, with the word of Yahweh Shah, man. He giving you a time to get right, man. All right. So when you don't, man, guess what? You gonna have to make that payment.
Exactly. Why is it that, yo? Why is it that y'all preach this? Pastors will preach this to their ministry. Yo, if you want something in life, you gotta work hard for it. You gotta work for everything you want in life. But on the same time, they also preach that the kingdom of heaven is just handed to you.
Hey, you know what though? I got something through the spirit as a man, right? Listen, all right. When we look at this gospel, man, all right. This gospel that we preaching, right, is the gospel of Yahweh Shah, the 144% truth, man. All right. So, and this is not your pastor. This is not your pastor watered down version of the Bible, man. So it's like, when I say that to say this, a lot of people, when they see you with the Bible in your hand, they look at it as something that old people do. Right. This gospel that we preaching, man, that we pushing out, Yahweh Shah, this is a young man. This is the work of a young man. And the reason why I say that is because he said the laborers are few, right? All right, but the harvest is great, but the laborers are few, man. And when you got laborers, man, when you got laborers that's laboring doing something, man, you don't have old men doing it, man. You have young, able-bodied young men out there that got strong backs doing the labor, man. All right, this is not your grandpa gospel, man. All right, this ain't your grandma. Jesus loves everybody gospel, man. This is the gospel of Yahweh Shah. What's that? It was said only we sing a new song, roughly paraphrasing. And only the 144
Gonna dance too.
That's a revelation.
knew that song.
Oh,
And add on what you said. Hold that fusion.
I got it.
He gonna get it. And to add on what you said, it's a young man thing. Like for real, if you're not really built for this, you're not gonna be able to go out every week in the cold, in the heat,
Standing for 3-4 hours.
You gonna pack it in like, nah, man, this ain't for me. I can't do it, man. I'm old. What? You old? Oh, I guess you must be too old for salvation too, huh? You don't want to put that work in. If you don't work, you don't eat.
Come.
Yeah, that one. Right
If you don't work, you don't eat. This ain't no free ride. The brother said, ain't no free ride around here. You don't work, you don't eat.
You got that? You got that?
Ain't no free tickets to the kingdom, man.
You want to bring that up?
No. So you got Ephesians.
Hold on, get this one first. Let me get Ephesians.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 3. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts.
So that new song, man, that we singing is the true gospel of Yahweh Shah, man. It's called the truth, man. All right.
Putting all the pieces together, putting the prophecies and laying it out for the people. Yo, we put the prophecies and we line it up with history with stuff to come, man. That's a new song.
Bring it out.
It's Ephesians.
You want to finish on that, was you?
It was a different one. I know what you're talking about. It's a different one. Bring it out.
It's Ephesians 4:22. It says that you put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
What's that?
Probably more of that. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind, that you put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness.
And bringing this and doing this, and this is how we do that right here. Bring this up.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 7, verse 32. They are like unto children sitting in the marketplace and calling on one to another and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned to you, and ye have not wept.
Right, because we be coming out here, we be trying to tell y'all to get right so y'all can be renewed in the spirit, so y'all can get the salvation. But these niggas, they don't want to get right. They haven't danced, they haven't mourned. We be trying to tell people, like we literally we got slave sign showing our people dying, and these niggas saying, oh, that happened so long ago. They not mourning to this. They
Proverbs 1:22.
They don't have no sympathy for our people dying at all.
Simplicity.
All they want to do is blend in with America, be coons and
good slaves, man.
And good slaves. They want to live their best life. They want to party. They in that Biggie spirit, partying bullshit all the time. That's the spirit they in right now.
Yeah, but look, Yahweh ain't gonna listen. Yahweh about to ruin all y'all fun, man. He about to rain on y'all parade, man.
We do that on a low scale.
Yeah. Nah, man.
They be out there on Saturdays like, you gonna die. You gonna die.
God.
Remember the one joint? Y'all be out here every week.
Yeah.
Y'all God don't even love y'all.
Yeah. I'm tired of this.
Right.
Y'all racist.
Yeah, man. We crazy, we racist. God don't love us.
For your people, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Bring it up, since you're basically about that. This is Proverbs 1:22. I'm gonna read down so I can break it down. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Sound like Jip to me.
Yeah, so the Lord said, how long will you simple ones will you love simplicity, man? How long would you love, celebrating the heathen holidays, man? How long would you love, being at the bottom, man?
Vaccine your children.
Yeah, vaccinating your kids, man.
Fighting in the army for a country that don't fight for you.
Nah, man.
Stupid.
All right, so how long would you simple ones love simplicity, man? How long, when are y'all gonna wake up? Y'all keep falling for the old banana in the tailpipe, man. Okay, y'all sit up there and they've been shooting our people down, since the beginning of the time, and you people still, and they'll go on TV with a Jake with a shaven beard and a bald head and tell you, hey, listen, man, go out and vote, man. Yeah, I mean, go out and vote. You want to change anything, go out and vote. Go exercise your, and meanwhile, you still been at the bottom, man. How long you simple ones will y'all stop falling for the okie doke, man?
I got you. It's more on that. I got like 4 verses. This is Proverbs 1:23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
So the Lord said he stretched out his hands, man, and you basically pushed it. And and in the spirit, when you think about it, when the Lord said he stretched out his hand, okay, his hand. What is the Lord's hand? The Lord's hand is the men you see out there on the highways and byways. Because when you think about it, what does a hand do? A hand is pretty much help you. All right. If you don't got no hand, if you got hands and you use your hands to do things, your hands pretty much help you do what you have to do. So when the Lord said he stretched out his hand, he's talking about the men of the Lord that's out there on the highways and hedges, man. Okay? And you walk past and it totally ignore us, man. So guess what? When your destruction come, all right, the way how you mock us, the men that's out there on the highways and byways, that's trying to warn you of the destruction to come, the same way you mocked us, when destruction do come, the Lord is going to mock you. And guess what he's going to use to mock you? He's going to use the same men that you was mocking. All right, he's going to use us to mock you, man. All right.
This is Jeremiah 2 and 14. It says, Israel's servant is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
Yeah, Israel.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like it's Israel, a homeborn slave, man. It's like, yo, we done been in slavery and subjection so many times, so many years. It's like, damn, if we, you can get that too. If we had, you said that you made the war for our sakes. Why don't we have an inheritance with the world, man? We always serving every other nation. We always below another people, man. But we supposed to be the top guys, the top people on the earth, man. So why do we have to be in this subjection? Why do we have to be, in this condition so long, man? It's because we rejected the Lord, man. We rejected his knowledge. We rejected his statutes. Man, I got something for us. Let me see. I'm gonna get it.
See, ultimately, man, you know what it is, man. Jake likes to be basically servants, man. That's why. And listen, and it's you 2/3, man. It's you 2/3 that love to be at the bottom and being slaves, man. See, us as men of the Lord.
Remember the ball? You wanna know your nationality?
Nope. I got my 211 and I got my income tax. I'm good.
He said I'm good.
Oh, good. That's all I need to know. I don't need to know nothing else. And that's the mindset you Jakes are in, man. Y'all don't want to know. Y'all don't want to know your nationality. That you according to the Heavenly Father. All right. So guess what, man? You 2/3, y'all are, listen, you 2/3 are in a slave mentality, man. So at the end of the day, go ahead.
No, Isaiah 65:12.
So at the end, you 2/3 are in a slave mentality. So at in Israel, you Israelites, you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are royal people, man. So a slave mentality, okay? And you supposed to be a royal people don't mix. So since that don't mix, what the Lord gonna do? He gonna kill you, man. All right? The 144 and the 1/3 are people that's kingdom minded, man. All right? These are people that want slaves, man. That want rulership, that want dominion, man. Okay? That want to see the kingdom of heaven established, okay, under Yahweh, King David and 144,000, man. The rest of you niggas are slaves Y'all want to work 7 days out the week. Y'all want to work to receive a pension. All right. Okay, you want your kids to come up in these schools.
With the degrees.
Okay, you want your degrees. All right, you want to be told what to do by the white man. Okay, and guess what? The Lord hates you for that. He gonna kill you for that, man. Because listen, if you let these two-thirds niggas into the kingdom of heaven, right? They'll just give it to Esau, man. They'll get the kingdom. These two-third niggas will give it to Esau.
They want to have one woman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, God. They want to have one woman, man. You give these two-thirds. If you give these two-thirds, let these two-thirds into the kingdom of heaven, right? Now, two-thirds is more than one-third, so it'll be majority rule. The two-thirds are get the kingdom of heaven to Esau and vote the one-third out.
Especially if they had the strong bodies like
Yeah, exactly. So the Lord got to kill it. The Lord got to do away with you two-thirds, man.
They're gonna be like them.
Because what it say? It said, what is it? What's that scripture? What's that scripture that say the whole head is sick? Y'all got that?
Let me
Yeah, man, you two-thirds, man. Y'all sick, man. So the Lord got an antidote for y'all, man. It's called death, man. It's called missiles.
famine.
It's called famine, man. It's called pestilence.
War.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 5. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint.
So the Lord said, why punish y'all? Because at the end of the day, all y'all gonna do is more wickedness, man. You jakes the only people that come over in y'all captivity and turn it into a party, man. That's Jake for you. The Lord said, why keep punishing y'all? Because as we read before, he said, is Israel a homeborn slave? Because we've been in captivity so many times. All right, it ain't nothing to Jake. Okay, that's like, but listen, that's like Jake going to jail. Jake going to jail 20 years, come home and do another 10, come home and ready to do another 10.
But
So-
Jake could go to jail. Jake could go to jail and pimp they sell out, man. They'll get some plush shit. The pimp they sell out some
what?
They get a little key. They like, I'm good. Get them a little business running.
So the Lord said, what? Can you bring that out again, brother?
Yeah, I'm slacking.
The Lord said, why bother punishing y'all, man? He said the whole head is sick, man. All right? Go ahead, bring that out
The
again.
book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 5. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint.
So the Lord said that the whole head is sick. So meaning that when it say the whole head, that's actually talking about the tribe of Judah, man. Because the tribe of Judah is the what? Head tribe, man. And you blacks, you Negroes are the most wickedest, most abominable, diabolical
You got everywhere.
people walking, y'all hand in hand with Esau, man. You two-thirds, man. When the Lord said the whole head, he's talking about the tribe of Judah, man. All right? So he said, why bother, man? All y'all gonna do is revolt more and more. All y'all gonna do is turn up, twerk, 211, and goddamn income tax, man. Y'all cool, y'all good. Y'all got y'all feet kicked up, man. Y'all not thinking about being kingdom-minded, man. And the thing is, the Lord want to see us in rulership, man. He don't want to see us down at the bottom, scrabbling, scraping, and scrounging, man.
Like fucking crabs.
Like a goddamn like a goddamn parasite, man. Because the Lord has His name attached to us, man. That's like you got a lady and your wife got your last name, man. And she walking around with her shoes turned over, her hair looking all crazy. That's a reflection of you.
They like, yo man, that's you, bro.
Yeah. You like that's a reflection. That's a reflection of you.
That's why the Lord want to save a third of us, man. He wants to speed up the time because the Lord said, yo, for my name's sake, I'm gonna save y'all out the hell.
Cause y'all looking real crazy right now, man. Y'all making me look bad. Know what I'm saying? So the Lord, he has his name attached to us, and 2/3 of you are hell bent or being niggas, man. So he just got to basically destroy you, man. Give you ultimately is really mercy, man. The Lord is perfectly balanced. It's mercy on it. Listen, the Lord has mercy. Like we were saying earlier, this knowing His truth is mercy. But then Him killing you 2/3 is ultimately mercy too, man.
I'm gonna bring this out.
Go ahead.
In 2 Chronicles 36 and 15, it says, "Then Yahweh, power of our fathers, sent to them by His messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because He had compassion on His people and on His dwelling place. But they mocked the messengers of Yahweh Bashim Shai and despised His words and misused His prophets, until the wrath of Yahweh arose against the people till there was no remedy."
Go ahead. You ready now?
So Yahweh Bashim Shai, he's having compassion by sending out His men to wake up Israel. But he said that these niggas that they don't want to listen. Y'all don't want to listen.
Yo, shout out to GMS Winnipeg Prophets.
Shalom.
You put some beautiful precepts up.
You had some money.
Matter of fact, I'm going to give you some right now. Jeremiah 34:16.
Country.
Yo, Shapati, get Isaiah 48 and 11.
That's what they say in spades. You had some things over you.
You said 34:16?
34 and 16.
Yo,
the water.
It's going into why we are slaves.
Could you say again, Isaiah what?
Isaiah 48 and 11.
Want me to pull this precept?
Yeah, you turn it up.
You want me to go? You want me to pull it?
You done with that?
This is Jeremiah 34:16. "But ye turned and polluted my name, and caused every man his servant and every man his handmaid, whom he had set at liberty at their pleasure, to return, and brought them into subjection to be unto you for a servant and handmaids." It says, "Therefore, thus said the Lord, ye have not hearkened unto me in proclaiming liberty, every one to his brother and every man to his neighbor. Behold, I proclaim a liberty for you, said the Lord, to the sword, to the pestilence, and to the famine. And I will make you to remove into all the kingdoms of the earth." "And I will give the men that have transgressed my covenant, which have not performed the words of the covenant which they had made before me, when they cut the calf in twain and passed between the parts thereof."
Yeah, that's the first one.
It says, "The prince of Judah and the prince of Jerusalem, princess of Jerusalem, the eunuch and the priest and all the people of the land which pass between the parts of the calf, I will even give them into the hand of their enemies, and into the hand of them that seek their life, and their dead bodies shall be for meat unto the fowls of the heaven and the beasts of the earth."
That's what you 2/3 got to look forward to.
Yeah, that's
You 2/3, that's what y'all got to look forward to. Yahweh Bashim Shai, He gave y'all a blueprint on what to do. And y'all like to freestyle. Y'all freestyle like, yo, I'm gonna make some rap videos in the truth. Matter of fact, we ain't gotta tell people the destruction is coming. We can just give them the good stuff, and we can build our congregation up, and we can get some tights.
Yep.
Or Because you niggas, y'all always like to try to go about things your own way. You're gonna try to freestyle when the blueprint is already perfect. The blueprint is already perfect. And niggas like to come up, oh, y'all doing it. Remember the one John came up? Y'all doing it all wrong.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do it
Like that. Hey, look, but Yahweh killed niggas like that, man. He killed Aaron's sons for doing that, man. For trying to freestyle. They thought they was doing something.
Right.
It's like, we gonna sacrifice a little bit of this. Yo, give me a couple rolls. Some of these in here.
Look,
what you got?
Yahweh had the recipe for life. He gave us the recipe for life. All right, look, you need this, that, and the third. But Aaron and his son said, all right, we're gonna use this, that, and take the fourth and add the seventh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're gonna make it spice it up a little bit.
Yeah. And guess what? The Lord killed their ass, man.
Look at King Saul. He said, I want y'all to go over there and kill everything.
Yeah.
Everything. He said, don't even leave a roach living.
All right, cool. We're gonna kill it, but look, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill them.
But we're gonna take the king and we're gonna take the women too. Plus, we're gonna take their cats.
Yeah, we're gonna keep
Those
those.
some good cats.
Yeah,
We can't kill them. I know Yahweh said kill them, but Yahweh must not have seen them Jones. They're kind of good, so we gonna take them.
Yeah.
He must have overlooked them and trying to take them, so he could see them. So he like, oh, wow, you good?
Yeah. I wasn't aware of that. You might listen. Once the Lord get an order, man, you follow. Listen, and then the thing is, what's funny is. That's Jake for you though, man. Jake hard-headed, man. Because the Lord is really when he give orders, man, it's really not that hard to follow, man. He really make it plain and simple for you, man. But you want to leave it up to Jake, man. He gotta go. He want to get deep. Listen, listen. Instead of being one deep, he want to be two deep. You know what I mean? That's Jake for you, man.
Yeah, I think so.
Go ahead.
Alright, this is Psalms 106. I can really read from 34 on down, but I'm going to read a couple. It says, they did not destroy the nations concerning whom Yahweh commanded them, but they were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan, and in the land was polluted with blood. It says, thus they were defiled with their own works, and went whoring with their own inventions. Therefore was the wrath of Yahweh kindled against his people, insomuch that he abhorred his own inheritance. Go ahead.
That's niggas to the maximum, yo, bro. Especially today. They abhor, they hate their heritage. We tell them, you are the greatest people on the face of the earth. Nah, man. Everybody created equal. I'm just a human. What? Nah, you an Israelite. Nah, man, I'm just a human. I'm like everybody else. I don't know. I'm just a human. I'm not better than nobody. I'm not gonna say that.
You tell me that shit one more time, and I'll kill you. Tell me I'm great one more time. Right. I swear, man, I'll kill you right where you stand.
Yo, man, I'm strapped right now, cuz. And you tell me I'm God's chosen people, and I'm better than a so-called white man, I'm gonna kill you and everybody you know.
Yeah.
Baby, we trying to help you out.
That's what we were trying to tell the Muslim boy.
Which one?
The one that kept on going back and forth.
Oh, for Ishmael?
Yeah. No, the other boy.
Talking about the boy with the hat on.
Yeah, Ishmael.
Yeah, he couldn't, he just had to love his enemy, man.
He was like, I don't get down with them, but I like what they do. Like,
right, exactly. He said, no, you see, that's the problem. Brothers, these people don't understand Islam. I'm like, yo, what I'm trying to tell you is Islam is for the Ishmaelites. It's not your thing. So why are you trying to understand something that doesn't belong to you, bro? I always like to say, like, it's like,
he gonna say, y'all haven't read the Sealed Nectar. Listen, all that shit idols, bro.
It's plagiarism, like, yo, bro.
You know what I mean? All that shit idols.
We try to say
God is an idol.
We tell them like, yo,
Quran is an idol.
if the scriptures came first and the scriptures itself from front to back is perfect, why do I need to take something else that was made 800 years later?
He said, nah, this is the more
perfect. You know, ultimately what that is, though? That's the other nations knowing, being jealous of our people. Mm-hmm. That's some other nations saying, well, since God don't love us, we're gonna create a God that do.
He gonna create a God that do.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna invite everybody in.
Yeah, we're gonna create our own God that love us. That's why you got Chinese with the Buddhism. Mm-hmm. You got Ishmael with that Allah bullshit. Mm-hmm. You know?
Is God racist?
And you know, listen, for real, when you think about it, their gods are racist also. You know what I'm saying? Their gods are racist also. So, but the thing is, their God is just idols, though, man. Your God means nothing, man. It's nothing, man. It's nothing. It's vain, man. You know what I'm saying? Our God is a living power, man.
I got something.
That's right.
Let me get to the last verse. It says, and he gave them into the hand of the heathen, and they that hated them ruled over them. Their enemies also oppressed them, and they were brought into subjection under their hand. Many times did he deliver them, but they provoked him with their counsel, and were brought low for their iniquity. And that's Jake for you. The Lord that put us in captivity, that delivered us out of captivity. Y'all provoked him again. He put y'all back into captivity. Y'all cried and sighed for him to forgive y'all and to deliver y'all. He delivered y'all. Then y'all provoke him again and go against wickedness against the Lord again and again and again. Like, yo, at what point do you niggas learn, man? At what point in time do you gotta learn? That's why we go back to the scripture where they say, yo, why stricken ye anymore, man? Yeah. The whole head is destroyed, man. Or yo, it's like, yo,
Jake all messed up, man. You see it when we got there on the highway.
Yeah.
Jake,
it's like, why did the Lord even punish you even more? You know what I mean?
Finish.
That's why ultimately we in the worst captivity that we've been in. We literally lost our heritage, man. We literally lost our identity. Every captivity we've been in, they've allowed us to keep our culture and our statutes and our ways for the most part.
You good?
Yeah, they allow us to do that. That's why the Lord put us in the worst captivity, man. Coming into America was the worst captivity, bro. We literally lost our whole culture and language. Now we literally out here got to teach our people who the fuck they is, man.
Well, I got a precept on that. It's in Joshua 23:11. Take good heed, therefore, unto yourself, that ye love Yahweh your God.
You gotta love Yahweh, man. And how do you love Yahweh? By doing his commandments, man. Doing what he says, man. Pursuing that 1 John, man. To show the love of the Lord is to keep all his commandments, to keep his statutes, and to abide in his ways, man. Right now, to the best of your abilities, man. That's the love of the Lord, man. Because you niggas claim to love God, but what do you gotta do for God, man? All these Christians, man. Oh, I love God. You don't love God? But what you doing though?
They like Jesus.
Jesus. Listen, they say they love God, right? And then go down in the church basement and they serving pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster all in one shot.
Yeah, real time. They like,
so we having a crab fest.
We having a crab crawl. You want some crawfish?
Like what the?
I'll bring this up real quick. This is Lamentations 2:15. It says, all that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their heads at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth?
Yeah, man. Like, well, yo, what one of them scoffers said that to us before, man. Remember, he was like, yo, you remember the boy was like, yo, he said, he was like, you supposed to be God's chosen people. Why you ain't rich right now? He said, yeah. You don't remember, yo, we was out there on the line one time, bro. I swear it was a bull with a hat, yo. He said something like, yo, he said something to that nature. He was like, yo, you God's chosen people, you supposed to be up right now, man.
Somebody said that to us. Remember?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Somebody said that like,
or you supposed to be men of the Lord, but
yeah.
why you look like you're
Why you look
poor?
like that? Why you look like you poor, man? Is this, like I said, is this the city that was made for perfection, man?
I mean,
niggas getting shot down in the streets, but they say, but you supposed to be God's chosen people. But y'all in the ghettos, y'all getting shot down by the
y'all look like y'all listen to Meek Mill, and the Meek be like, the Meek shall inherit the earth.
Yeah.
So if we saw this trying to be rich right now,
exactly,
the Meek shall inherit the earth.
They're fucking hypocrites, man. You play, yeah, the Meek shall inherit the earth, but you trying to see a billion. You trying to make it. You rich, you trying to see a billion, but the Meek shall inherit the earth.
I wouldn't know what to do with a billion. You got that?
Nigga spend $1 billion in a month. Nigga spend $1 billion a day, yo.
With 45?
Easy.
And 7?
Say that?
357. You said first round what?
First round 2 and 4.
Oh, that's the
I got
you said 2 and 4?
Yeah, 2 and 4, that's the low.
I got it.
Low.
Can you bring it out?
yeah, you might as well.
Can you bring it out, okay?
Yeah, you might
This first round 2 and 4.
48:11.
He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him.
Yeah, because you got niggas always talking about something. They know God, they love God, this, that, and the third. But the nigga, they'll tell you he love and know God. He got a personal relationship with him. He went to high school with him, all this other crazy stuff. He got his number in his phone. And meanwhile, he's beard is shaved off. He got pork on his breath. Right? He'll tell you he had a pepperoni pizza last night for dinner.
Nigga eating shrimp, crab, and lobster sandwich. He got a shrimp, crab, lobster sandwich.
Yo, my shorty just made these shrimp last night, man. Shrimp Alfredo.
Off the Barbie.
I'm like, what?
Got off the Barbie.
So I get this. This is 1 John 5. I'm gonna start at verse 2. But this we know that we love the children of God when we love God. I'm gonna read it verbatim. God and keep His commandments. For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments. His commandments are not grievous. So that's the love of the Most High, is to keep His commandments, man. And it says His commandments are not grievous. It's really not hard to keep these commandments. Man.
Some of them.
Hold on.
No, I'm gonna tell you like this. You know, the ones that you can keep.
The ones that you can keep, it's not hard.
I'm gonna say it like this. It's hard when you settle on being wicked though.
That's like it. He was like, man, I had to fuck her. She was
Yeah,
just
man.
throwing it at me, man.
Yeah,
I had to do it. I had to tap that, man.
I mean,
Nor is she married.
her dude was at work, and she kept just hitting me up like I gotta
What I'm supposed to do? Just let me hang it?
just let the pussy just
Go.
stay like
Bro,
that.
it's like what they say in the world. It's plenty of fish in the sea.
It's more than plenty, bro. Especially with all these wars.
And I don't want no fish worth my life. I'm cool on that, bro.
Right, exactly.
You don't want no fish, but your holler gonna be on your ass. That's not what you want. You throw that shit back.
Well, you know, men put out their wits for women, man.
Right. If they say she married, you go right about the way. I'm cool, bro. I don't want that kind of smoke. Get out of here, Satan. You dick it the other way.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even want that kind of smoke.
Yeah, like it's not hard to not eat shrimp. It's not hard to not shave your beard. It's not hard to not eat pork. It's not hard to not sleep with another man's wife. Yeah, it might be tempting.
I mean, if she lying,
That's how they control. I'm talking about stuff that is plain and simple. Like a woman tell you she married, let it go. There's plenty of box, man. If you wanted some box so bad, ask the Lord for some box, he'll send you some box, man. It's not that deep.
that's what he tell David.
Yeah, yo, if you wanted more women, why didn't you just ask me?
Yo, let me bring this out real quick.
It's like Corinthians 4:17. It says, for a light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us afar. Worketh for us far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. So everything we going through right now is light compared to what we going to receive in the future. Especially during Jacob Trouble, niggas be like, man, I want to go to camp, I want to get down with you, brother, but it's like, I gotta pay my bills. Hold on, wait a minute, nigga, wait.
Read 18 with that too.
You gotta pay your bills. What you gonna do during Jacob Trouble? What are you gonna do? Who you gonna call on when Jacob Trouble come? Yahweh Shem Yahshua said, woe unto you that lost patience. What are you gonna do when Yahweh Shai come and visit? What you gonna do now? Esau ain't gonna save you, because he don't give a fuck about you niggas fixing wetbacks. That's out. He don't care nothing about you niggas. Matter of fact, he's Yahweh's whipping stick. He on board for whooping ass to you niggas. Just like when King Saul told his men to kill those priests, Yahweh's priests for helping David. You had the Israelites saying, "Nah, man, we ain't touching those. We're not touching the men of the Lord." But you had the one Edomite. I think it was what's his name, Boaz.
Boaz, I think.
Yeah, he had the one Edomite. He said, "I do it." He started killing those Israelites.
Yeah, I remember that.
He did it with pleasure. These Edomites are always down for killing you niggas. That's verse 18. It says, "While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal." And the things that are not seen are, like right now, you can have niggas be like, wait, so you're telling me destruction's coming, famine's coming, and you niggas ain't got no clips, no guns, ain't stockpiling food? This ain't for me.
Listen, I got something.
That's real, bro. I remember, listen, I remember.
I'm just saying,
Look, bro.
this is Revelations 1:14. It said, and I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and his hand a sharp sickle.
A sharp sickle.
I'm gonna read that, but
Yeah, sharp sickle. Yeah, man, I was sharp, man. He coming to slay, man.
First of all, sickle, he taking heads off, bro.
That's the weapon of the reaper.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm taking the sickle. I'm thinking, you just
Like a scythe.
like a you ain't even.
yeah, kind of. It said, and another angel came out of the temple crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud. So that cloud is a chariot, man. It says, set on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe.
Yeah, because wickedness is at an all-time high, man. It reaches unto the heavens. You got transgenders out here. You got men getting pregnant. Oh man, that's fucking disgusting.
Wow.
You got I think I seen something yesterday where they're trying to put human fetuses inside of animals now, or some shit like that.
They put DNA, human DNA in monkeys and shit. They're trying to make them smart.
Yeah, the brain. I seen that shit the other day.
Okay, you got little kids out here that's trainees.
They let you choose.
You know what I mean?
What was the joint you were saying about them choosing?
Oh, like they at a certain age or whatever. So it's basically like a law basically passed where you can't tell a child what gender they are until like the age of like, I don't know, like 5, and then let them choose what they want to be. Like that,
which is totally wicked.
So you come out, Salakia, balls and a dick. You're a dude. Fuck that. I don't care what you feeling in your head. I don't care what kind of demon you got on you. You a dude. You gonna play like a dude. You gonna act like a dude. You gonna be a dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear none of that, man. The Most High don't make mistakes.
It says, and he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle, and another angel came out from the altar which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in thy sharp sickle and gather the clusters of grapes are fully ripe.
You know how much blood that is?
Yo,
That is like really. Oh man. All right.
Yo, that reminded me like like an anime. Everybody getting their specials off. I got something for you. My turn. Everybody gonna get off. The angels are sitting back. They tell you Revelation 7, the angels are waiting for that destruction. They just waiting to let loose.
You know what's crazy? Salakia, Esau always said, every time they have a movie about angels, they always make it a movie about angels hating humans. Or angels not liking the population. They can't wait to destroy everything when the Father says so. They be like, yo, as soon as he say go hard, I'm going hard. Like, he chose them over us. Kill them all. And yo, listen, man.
We're gonna spray everything. We're gonna double back. We're gonna shoot them again.
Listen, man. I think you can watch a show on Netflix called Legion. And
Well, that shit going on.
I mean, that's going on, but I'm just saying.
White Edomite baby, they always try to make the little white Edomite baby.
But the
something.
But the concept of the show was the Most High. So before, so Michael and Gabriel were like warriors.
They even made the angels
all Edomites, but they were going around slaughtering big top populations, right? And then Michael felt bad for the humans, and he started fighting for the humans or whatever, right? And then basically, supposedly, what is the show? So the Most High basically vanished. He's nowhere to be found. So the angels don't know where he at. The humans don't know where he at. So the angels was like, it's the humans' fault that he's gone. All that wickedness they've been doing on the earth, let's kill as many of them as possible. So all the angels started coming down and just started destroying everything they saw. and Michael's the only angel that's fighting for supposed human race.
This 19, and the angels thrust in his sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of Yahweh. And the winepress was trodden without the cities, and blood came out of the winepress.
That's what I'm saying.
Even unto the horse's bridle.
Ooh, shit.
So that's, oh man, you know how big a horse is? And it said the blood is going to be like comparable to right up to a horse's chest. You know how much blood that is? Like the whole world,
blood, bro.
the blood is just like a lake. The whole world is like a lake of blood.
More like an ocean.
Like an ocean.
Ocean of blood.
God.
That's
You can drown in
a
that.
lot of blood, bro. As soon as he said trotted like a wine fat, like ooh.
What's that scripture that says the Lord he would try
like wine fat.
yeah, like a wine. He said he was the only one.
He was his garment was covered.
Isaiah 63.
Yeah. You wanna bring that out?
His garment was covered in
It says so we're gonna bring that out first. I'm gonna read it, then you can bring it out so it can kind of go. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
It's some story.
3.
Yeah.
Yep. And read down actually because I go in.
Isaiah 63:3. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
Woo!
For I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore my own army brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me.
Yeah.
And it says, I will tread down the people in my anger and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth. I will mention the loving kindness of the Lord Yahweh and praise the Lord Yahweh according to all that Yahweh hath bestowed onto us. It says, in the great goodness toward the house of Israel, which has bestowed on them according to his mercies and according to the multitude of his loving kindness.
You can leave it at that.
Go ahead, my boy, you got it.
All right. It says, I trodden the winepress. So basically, Yahweh Shah is coming back with his saints, right? And literally it says that it's going to be like, there's going to be so much bloodshed that it's going to be like, in his fury and anger, the indignation of the Most High is going to be so crazy out here that his entire garment is going to be covered in blood, man. Everything's going to be covered in blood. He's coming to destroy all the wickedness of the earth, and it's not going to be no one spared unless you're part of the 144 or the 1/3, or those remnants that are going to be slaves in the kingdom to come. But it's going to get to the point where like it's unfathomable, man.
That's like it said the wine press. That's like you just gather grapes
And you
just
just
stomp all over
trying.
the grapes, man.
And if you ever look,
You know what I mean?
yeah, kind
You
of.
just smashing grapes.
If you ever look at how they used to make wine back in the day, they used to have those big behind little tubs of all the grapes, and they used to have
Basically,
kids.
Yahweh said he coming back to be the ultimate head buster.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy, man.
So that right there, that links up with Revelation 14 and what's this?
You can go into that.
Yeah. That links up to Revelation 14 and 14. It says and the winepress was trodden without the city, and the blood came out of the winepress even unto the horse's bridle by the space of 1,600 furlongs. All right? So the Lord, man, he basically coming back to bust heads, take names, and
also redeem his people.
and yeah, it's gonna be. Listen, it's a twofold mission, man. It's gonna be a recon mission, where he come back to save his people. All right, and it's gonna be a a mission when he come back to serve out
It's gonna be
judgment
like
and
a search and
destruction.
destroy.
Yeah, search and destroy. Search and destroy.
He gonna come
Yeah,
up and
and
search
that's
out
how-
his people, and then he gonna
gonna
destroy
destroy
it. He gonna destroy his people.
I brought that out last time. That's the spirit. Go watch the movie The Fifth Wave and look how the supposed aliens infiltrated the earth. It was always like, it started off with something like it was earthquakes. It was like earthquakes and pestilence and diseases.
They sent it in waves though.
And they sent it in waves. Each
Yeah.
wave was something else to start purging the earth. And then the final wave was when, when we're talking to spirit, Yahweh Shai basically comes back and then it's a wrap. You watch that movie, The Fifth Wave. It's a real good one.
Yeah, the fifth wave ultimately gonna be them nuclear missiles and them chariots, man. That's gonna be that fifth wave, man. That's gonna pretty much gonna be the how they say in the Infinity Wars, the end game. And with that, we wanna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, B'Kah, man, honestly, I ended that. I said the end game.